Hello, my name is Alex, and I have been a full stack web developer for about 6 years now. Coding really changed my life, and I want to change yours as well. That's what I'm creating these videos for. And why I'm creating this video is to basically highlight the benefits of coding and why it's worth it to start coding even in 2024, 2025. I'm starting to teach people again on how to become developers themselves and how to find a job in this current job market. During my teaching, it came apparent to me that a lot of people are considering going into coding, but they're afraid that AI maybe will replace it. There's a lot of layoffs and it will be difficult to find a job. So here I'm to highlight the benefits of coding and how it helped me and how I believe that it will help others. I come from a very poor family. We didn't really have a lot of money. I was working with my father. I was very unhappy. Don't tell him this. But I didn't really feel like that's where I belonged. Of course, he didn't understand me at first, but then I quit and I was like, okay, I will go into university. I will start my tech career or just begin learning and then start my career. Luckily enough, before I even go into the university, I met with someone that we became really close friends with, and he became my mentor. In 3 months, he told me what I can learn, and I basically learned it, and I landed myself a job. Ever since then, we've coached multiple people do the same. It's still easy to find a job, and basically coding changed a lot for me, not just my financial situation. I now have more opportunities. Entrepreneurs look at me in a different way because they can greatly benefit from my skills. I can pay for vacations for my family and basically don't worry about money anymore, which has been a huge part of my childhood, worrying about money. It's just not status, money, and being well off. Coding developed a lot of my analytical skills, creativity, concentrations. Why does it do that? Is basically you in coding you have really big problems and you must break them down in order for the computer to read them, right? So you basically have to say it step by step to the computer. Another big benefit is of course the remote work. Really high salaries. I think it's like the industry where you can learn so quickly and basically don't go through all the bullshit systems of universities. You can just go spend a year in company, and if they don't raise your salary or if you're unhappy with how they're treating you, you can just go somewhere else. Companies just fight over people right now, and this is not slowing down. It's just the most high quality people that are looking for, and I believe anyone can achieve that. It's not really limiting to the job market. Actually, the job market is just a small part of coding. You can just search in Google if you don't believe me, but you can do a lot of things with coding. You can start freelancing. You can coach businesses on tech if you're more advanced. You can develop for them for absolutely free, and that's how you can start. Or you can just go develop a software as a service. A lot of people became millionaires like with basically no coding experience. It's a different skill set that you must know, not just coding. And think about it, all of the top companies are in tech right now. The market is still growing. Go ahead and look at statistics of the tech market. It's still growing and it's not slowing down, and people thought it's gonna slow down, but it isn't. When you think about it, a lot of companies are just stuck in time. They're not digitalized as well. So you can go ahead and digitalize the world by learning how to code and helping other people with their businesses. For example, one of my successful students, he basically developed a website for his parents because they had a shop. I think they had multiple shops, but he developed websites for them. So you can do just that. Go ask businesses that are not online, develop a shop, and there's like quick money that you can make, and you can basically open your web dev agency just like that. And a lot of people are doing that. They are like younger than me. They're like 18 years old, like becoming millionaires just doing that, because the market is just so unadvanced and not a lot of people are going into tech. Enough for the benefits. I mentioned some of the concerns. Why are companies laying off employees? One is they overhired during the pandemic. It was not a sustainable growth for them. They see that they're losing a lot of money on developing really shitty products, and they have to lay off a lot of people. Another thing they want to do is basically lower the average salary. They're doing this all the time. They're not just doing it right now because of AI. They're doing it all the fucking time. They just let people go so they can rehire them at a lower price. So basically they're trying to lower the developer salaries, which is understandable. We are one of the most paid professionals globally, right? And you can see companies are moving from USA and Western Europe to Eastern Europe to India. And one of the companies I worked for actually did this, and I was like one of the first Bulgarian employees that was hired. And yeah, there is like war tension as well. There's always fear in the economy today. Things are changing really dynamically, but I believe code is here to stay. Will AI actually replace us? I don't think so. To guide you through my thought process, think of it as autopilots, right? For normal pilots in the planes. Autopilot doesn't replace the pilot. It just is another tool that it can make the job easier for them, but it will not replace it. There's still gonna be need for humans. The world of software engineering is very dynamic. So if you're adaptable, you can actually leverage AI to do a lot of things, and people earn a lot of money just by leveraging AI, building with AI. You can do that too. You're not limited to anything. By knowing how to code, you can do a lot of things. And I think AI will just be one of those tools in your tool belt, which you can pull off and increase your productivity, speed up your development. I am currently teaching JavaScript. You may ask, why JavaScript? I think JavaScript would be here to stay as well. And why is that? Because it's really easy to learn. It's everywhere. All the browsers use it. If you look at the statistics, it's something like 90 to 95% of websites have some JavaScript in them, and it's basically irreplaceable. There isn't a single language that can do its job. By how it's integrated in the market, I don't think anyone would replace it anytime soon, unless the browsers are not around, which I don't think it's gonna happen. It's really easy to use, and I think that's really beneficial for people to get into programming, because I think right now it's easier than ever. You don't need to learn a lot of these advanced topics to start seeing results, and that's basically how our brain works, right? If you start seeing results and when you put in the work, you're gonna be more motivated to learn and learn and learn. And I think that's why JavaScript is a really nice language to start. JavaScript doesn't limit you. You can write front end and back end. So if you're going into web development, it's just a no-brainer. And you're not hard locked also into the language. You can try web development, see that you don't like it, and then go learn Python and become a data scientist, right? When you know the fundamental concepts of programming, you can switch to another language in like a month. It's not so hard to switch. Of course, knowing a language takes time for you to become really proficient in it, but I would recommend is for everyone to just start at a professional environment where they can learn from others, where they can pick up those habits of researching, thinking the way businesses think. It's a lot of benefits that people miss from going to just straight onto the entrepreneur route, because you can pick up a lot of things and you have access to really high quality people by being in a company. But of course, you're not limited to that. It's not for everyone. Code doesn't limit you to do anything. Nobody's stopping you from switching. If you want to learn web development, I think JavaScript is the best language, because you can do both front end and back end. So you can become a full stack and be way more useful to the marketplace. And you can do a lot of things by yourself. And if you learn some DevOps, you can just be unstoppable. You can start your own startups in a matter of weeks or months, and you can basically test the market, right? You don't have to go for those high paying jobs. Go ahead, research it, and you would find out yourself that coding is really amazing. And if you're looking to learn JavaScript, I will put the link in the description where you can join my Skool community and basically start learning for free. You can decide whether this is for you or not. Don't get in the habit of switching, because I believe that if you commit to something, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be coding, but if you commit for a long period of time, I think success is just inevitable. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Take care. See you inside the community.